Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are well. Series 29 has dropped, bringing with it a brand new festival playlist, and this week's Forzathon challenges the GOAT for those all-important 200 Forzathon points and 15% towards our summer festival playlist. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing, and let's go complete this week's Forzathon challenges. First up, do you own Lake Lodge? If not, why not? It will double all Forzathon points for all Forzathon activities. Daily Forzathon challenges, weekly Forzathon challenges, and Forzathon lives every hour on the hour. Now, this house can be quite expensive at 5 million credits, or it is free with the VIP pass, but it does come with a 5-car garage. This week's vehicle for the weekly Forzathon challenges is the fantastic 1993 Mclaren F1. Now, I've created two tunes, one four-wheel drive and one rear-wheel drive. They both run 699 horsepower, 511 foot-pounds of torque, S1 900. The only difference is one is slightly heavier than the other. If you want to use either of these tunes, just search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or the file name is Skippy YouTube. Share codes for both these tunes will be in the description and in the comments below. Now, we will be taking a look at the Forzathon shop and Horizon backstage at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that. But let's go ahead and jump into this week's Forzathon challenges, the GOAT. Chapter 1, Technological Masterpiece. Own and drive the legend that once held the record of world's fastest production car, the 1993 Mclaren F1. Own and drive then, just as it says, hop outside your festival, house or castle, drive 2 seconds down the road, technological masterpiece completed. With Chapter 1, Technological Masterpiece completed, owning and driving our Mclaren F1, it is on to Chapter 2, Bold and Uncompromising. Experience this car's unique driving position and win 2 road circuit events in your Mclaren F1. For this chapter, head on into your map and then filter by the road racing series, making them a lot easier to see and find. Now, the only stipulation with this chapter is that it has to be a circuit race. We are heading into Edinburgh and we're going to be using the Edinburgh Station Circuit, where I have created a handy blueprint called Easy Forzathon, allowing you to only use the Mclaren F1. It's just 1 lap long. Just search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 175968 380. Now, the races for the weekly Forzathon challenges are not affected by driver tire difficulty, so there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm going new racer. Here we go then, race number 1. Hang a right at the start, then we'll go left, take a cheeky right, missing a big chunk of track. Keep heading right, once again across the bridge, get the hammer down in the Mclaren F1. Nice and quick, hard on the brakes for a right-hander. Now, it is a hairpin. You want to slow right down to the last little section. Nice and quick, nice and easy. Coming up to the finish line. Cross the line, 31 seconds. Race 1 complete. Now, it is worth noting you can't just hit the restart button here. You have to hit continue and reload the race for it to count. Here we go then, race number 2. Once again, getting to the right hand side, the driver tires take a left. We swing a right. Hard on the brakes, swing another right across the bridge, down towards that hairpin. Again, hard on the brakes, bringing it right down to second gear. Just a little sort of old high street. Down the hill, swing a right, finish line, go, 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 cross the line, race 2 complete. And there we go, bold and uncompromising completed. So with Chapter 2, Bold and Uncompromising completed, winning 2 road circuit events. It's on to Chapter 3, Engineered to Perfection. Unleash the raw power of its 6.1 litre V12 engine and earn 15 ultimate speed skills in your Mclaren F1. Now, you can get this chapter done absolutely anywhere on the map. It is entirely up to you, but the easiest and quickest place is here on the motorway that runs through the centre of the map. Now, ultimate speed skills are achieved at around 195 to 200 miles an hour. To be on the safe side, I would get the Mclaren F1 above 200, cruise down the motorway at 200 miles an hour, achieving ultimate speed skills. And there we go, 15 ultimate speed skills achieved, engineered to perfection, completed. So after cruising down the motorway for a couple of minutes, earning 15 ultimate speed skills, that's Chapter 3, engineered to perfection, completed. It's on to Chapter 4, all-conquering icon. Humiliate your opponents by winning a street scene event at the marathon in your McLaren F1. For this chapter, once again heading on into our map, but this time filtering by the street scene series. Now we're looking for the marathon. It's located on the left hand side of the map, right outside Ambleside. If you don't have this unlocked, you are going to have to play through some street scene events, earning some influence, leveling up, and eventually unlocking the marathon. Now unfortunately, being the street scene series, I can't go ahead and make a blueprint. What I can suggest is using a new racer to make sure you get that win, and to make it even easier, use my 4-wheel drive tune for the McLaren F1. Here we go then, the marathon in the McLaren F1. Now we do need to win, hence why I'm using the 4-wheel drive tune and got it on new racer. So this is a 15.5 mile event, so it will take a little bit of time, but just stick with it and make sure you win. It really is a shame we can't make blueprint races for the street scene series. We're just over halfway through this race and already at 4.5 minutes in. Coming up to the end of this race then, just under the 7-minute mark, but it's across the line, the marathon completed. So Chapter 4, all-conquering icon completed, winning 1 street scene event at the marathon completed. That's this week's Forzathon challenges done. Let's go take a look at this week's Forzathon shop. This week's shop's looking pretty good. So the first car up for grabs is the 2019 McLaren 720S Spider, 600 Forzathon points. Second car up for grabs is the 1972 Hoonigan Chevrolet Napalm Nova, 350 Forzathon points. Matching outfits this week, we've got the Ken Block race suit and the Ken Block helmet, 75 Forzathon points for each of those. And if you're feeling lucky and got some spare Forzathon points knocking around, grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 40 Forzathon points. Or you can nab yourself a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Now a question I get quite a lot is, are these two cars worth it? The 2019 McLaren 720S Spider, yes, for 600 Forzathon points, that is an absolute bargain. It's not available in the auto show, it's only available through the Festival Pairs or Forzathon shop. It's currently in the auction house for around 2 million credits. That price might drop a little bit as more people pick it up in the Forzathon shop, but the 720S Spider, definitely worth picking up. Now the Hoonigan Chevrolet Napalm Nova, this kind of car isn't my kind of thing, but for 350 Forzathon points, if you want it for the garage and for the collection, yes, pick it up, but otherwise I'd be saving those points for another week. But let's go ahead and take a look at this week's Horizon Backstage. So Horizon Backstage is Horizon 4's newest feature, and it's a short drive from the festival site. It can be accessed from free roam, or if you hop into your pause menu, slide on over to the cars tab, it can also be accessed there. Now last week's Horizon Backstage vote was between the BMW M3 GTR and the number 25 RTR Mustang. Now unfortunately, the Ford number 25 Mustang RTR won that vote. Now I say unfortunately, it's because the RTR Mustang can be unlocked through progression in the game. The BMW M3 GTR is not available in the auto show. It has to become available either Forzathon shop or the festival playlist. This week's vote though is between the Quartz Regalia and the BMW Z4 2019. Let me know down in the comments which one you're voting for. There we go, that's this week's Forzathon challenges done and dusted. The GOAT completed, 200 Forzathon points in the bank and 15% was that summer season. If you have any questions about this week's Forzathon challenges, do hit me up in the comments. I do my best to help you out. If you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing because we do this every single week. We'll also be playing through the rest of the festival players in the next couple of days. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe guys and have an awesome day.